like to call the town council meeting to order. Could I please remind everyone to turn off your cell phones? And I would like to introduce troop number 160, who will present the colors, do the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'd like to thank Troop Leader Ellie Keene and Scouts Chase Robinson, Xavier Jackson, and Isaiah Monish for being here today. Good job, gentlemen. You may retire the colors. May be seated. May I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Paul,
Here.
Vice Mayor Whitman,
Here.
Carol Hatton,
Here.
Councilmember Starkey,
Here.
Councilmember Lewis,
Here.
Mr. Lamack,
Here.
Mr. Lewis, here. Mr. Holstein,
Here.
Mr. Weinthal,
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I got a nice crowd here tonight. Got lots of good things going on. As we always do, the first meeting of the month, we have public comments. We always start out the meeting with the comments. And speakers will not be limited to the number of topics. However, discussion will not be permitted on any item on the agenda for a public hearing. Speakers may speak on those items on the agenda when the item is announced pursuant to the present policy. You'll be limited to 3 minutes to address town council. And I'd like to see if anyone is here this evening, morning, evening. Hello, all day. Yes, sir. I think I recognize this face.
Hello, I'm Addison Roberts. I'm Mr. Troy Weekly's granddaughter. On behalf of Weekly Brothers Davie Pro Rodeo, we nominated Miss Judy Paul for the John Justin Standard of the West Award, given by Justin Boots for persons that promotes professional PRCA rodeo in the Western lifestyle. You were selected in the top 100 rodeos in the United States and Canada. Thank you for all you do to keep Davie, Florida, Cowboy Town.
Wow.
Wow, surprise, surprise. Oh, look at that.
Wow. We're going to take a picture?
You got to put them on.
Yeah. I think they're metal. I think they're metal. I think they're bookends, aren't they? Maybe I don't know.
You can't clean up wearing those now.
No, no.
How exciting. Bless you.
Be nice when we get our new place.
I didn't hear that. Standards of the West.
Is that what it says?
I don't know. I think
Judy, are you your size? Oh.
They're display.
That's what I thought. They're beautiful. Oh, that is
Thank you so
cool.
much.
Nice. Whoa.
Thank you so much. You know, preserving our equestrian and historical culture is my passion, so that really means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Ooh. What's next? Oh, okay, someone else. Anyone else want to speak during the open speak? Yes, sir. State your name and address, please.
Jim Baldacchino. I live in Davie at 13441 Southwest 9th Court. I'm having a terrible problem with the local police department not enforcing the laws. They uphold the laws, but they're not enforcing them. And it's depriving you guys of a revenue stream and my safety. I don't know, I've been trying to deal with the police chief and your town attorney, and all he keeps saying is 316.1945 subparagraph 3 says an officer may write a citation, but that doesn't pertain to the town of Davie's ordinances. So you pay them, but they don't want to enforce the law. And every time I go out for a walk, I even have pictures of it where there's cars parked across sidewalks. We have to walk in the swale. I mean, even 92-year-old person with their caretaker had to walk in the street around parked cars. And they don't want to do anything about it. How can we cure it?
We'll have to take a look at it.
Also, your code enforcement don't work on weekends and after 5 o'clock when everybody does maintenance on their homes. I understand that they're hiring 2 people. Only after 23 years of being the director of code enforcement, finally he gets something done. Great stuff. Also, engineering won't put up no parking signs because the police department don't want to enforce it. I live right by Western High School, and they put up signs, no stopping or standing in the swale. And if you go there every morning and every afternoon, that whole swale is lined with cars. Nobody cares because police don't enforce it. Why would you put up signs if they're not going to enforce it? It's just perfect logic. But nobody wants to do anything. What can we do about that?
We're going to have to take a look at it.
Yeah, and your public works department takes them 2.5 years to fix a sidewalk? Come on now. It's right by the high school. Grammar school kids use the thing, the high school kids use it, but there was no cones, no meshing, no nothing. And right now on Southwest 8th Street, there's right by a light pole, a sidewalk with missing. And it's been like that for months.
Well, why don't you speak to Mr. Larry, where are you, Osdo? And give him that location. There he is back there.
You know, it's just that, you know, everything is, and they took care of the sidewalk, but they didn't take care of the problem. The tree, since they put it in, was never trimmed. The
Okay.
light across the street can't shine on the sidewalk.
Okay, your time is expired. Thank you very much. We'll take a look. I think you have sent some emails as well, and we'll take a look at everything.
Well, I'm not going to send emails. They already know who I am.
Oh, okay.
That's why it takes them 40 minutes to get out there to answer a call.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else that would like to speak during open speak? Yes, ma'am.
Some of you may know, a lot of you don't know.
Speak into the microphone. State your name and address, please.
My name is Ellie Keene. I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 160. I do live in Southwest Ranches, 16600 Southwest 52nd Place. Our sponsor is Church of Christ that I believe is on Griffin Road. And so we've done a lot for you guys for the town of Southwest Ranches. I'm here to announce that we are doing a spaghetti dinner for the troop. It's a fundraiser. I'm going to show you all the poster. And it's $10 a ticket. The boys ended up we're going to go to camp in North Carolina. Turns out 2 of the scouts ended up qualifying for national championships with the through school, so they changed places. We are now going to Maine. We are now having to come up with airfare to get to Boston. So we will gladly take any kinds of donations. It's $10 a ticket, $20 for two, or anything else you feel that you would like to do. I'm going to do something my troop says I shouldn't do. You guys can Zelle me the money. Get your pens and paper out so that I can take down my cell phone number. I'm seeing all these pens coming out. My telephone number is 954-298-5489. Help these scouts get to the summer camp in Maine. We will be taking a tour through the Boston area, the historical area of Boston, and then a little bit about the New England area. A couple of these kids have never been to that part of the country, and I will take them to try that nice warm water of Maine. So again, my number is, it's $10 a ticket, 20 for two. Again, this is a scout troop, so it is a tax deduction. So feel free to donate if you want. And again, it's May 14th. It's at the Church of Christ, which is right near Volunteer Road and Griffin Road. It is 4 to 7. It will be a to-go meal, which means that we will have it in a to-go package. You can take it and eat. We will have tables, or you can take it home and feed the whole family. So it's $10 a person, spaghetti, meatballs, salad, and some garlic bread. Again, the number's 954-298-5489. And
You got that. Thank you.
it's my third time doing it. I'm coming to hit you all up, so just let me know. I'll be out here for the rest of the meeting.
Okay. Anyone else like to speak? Okay, seeing none, then I'll close the public portion of the meeting. We'll start with presentations. The Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee Water Safety Poster Contest is, hi, how are you? We have our member of our board here.
Yes. Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council Administration, and members of the public. Jeff Pullman, Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department Director. Unfortunately, Mr. Curtin couldn't be with us tonight, but representing the Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee is Dr. Amarant. I also have a couple of Vanna Whites tonight, Jeremy Garcia, our Fitness and Aquatics Operations Supervisor, Chad Pezzelt, the Assistant Director, and Kevin Favada there in the back to help me present our great awards tonight. Excuse me. So the month of May is recognized as National Water Safety Month, and we're proud to partner with the Town of Davie's Youth Education and Safety Advisory Committee to host the 2022 Water Safety Poster Contest. A proclamation for Water Safety Month will be on the next council agenda so we can continue to remind people throughout the month of May the importance of water safety. As you know, the Town of Davie Safer by 4 initiative is an award-winning program here in the Town of Davie, spearheaded by the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department, Davie Fire Rescue, and the Police Department as well. And as you know, that initiative focuses on safe sleep and water safety education to ensure our children reach their 4th birthday. Drowning does unfortunately remain the leading cause of death, of unintentional injury-related deaths in children under the age of 4 years old. So through the Water Safety Poster Contest, we engage the community, specifically our local elementary school students, about the importance of water education and safety. This year's poster contest theme, which Dr. Amarant came up with, was "Don't go in unless you know how to swim." So we were very excited. We received over 50 submissions this year from residents attending local Davie elementary schools in 3 age categories: kindergarten and 1st grade, 2nd and 3rd, and 4th and 5th, many of which are displayed around the room here tonight. And they will remain on display at the Fitness and Aquatic Center through the month of May. So with that, we're pleased to announce that 5 of our 6 first and second place winners are here with us tonight, which we're going to recognize here in a minute. And our winners will be presented with a certificate of appreciation signed by Mayor Paul, a free swim lesson session at the Pine Island Pool, and a gift card sponsored by Memorial Healthcare System. So with that, in our kindergarten and 1st grade age group, our 2nd place winner is Olivia Hannon Arps. Olivia, can you come up? Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I was looking the wrong way. A little nervous? No problem. Olivia, congratulations. And if you guys want to go that way, we'll take a group picture afterwards. Great. Our 1st place winner, who unfortunately isn't with us here tonight, but is Megan McSwain. In our 2nd and 3rd grade category, Tanvi Niggi, second place. And our first place is Ava Osborne. Our fourth and fifth grade competitors, Gianna Oberstein, second place. And Lara Rodriguez, first place. Just want to say thank you again for the opportunity to present our 2022 Water Safety Poster Contest winners as awarded by the Youth Education Safety Advisory Committee. And please remind everybody to stop by the Pine Island Fitness and Aquatic Center through the month of May, as it is Water Safety Month, and all the posters will be on display. So with that, thank you very much.
Congratulations, and thanks to all the parents and grandparents for coming out to support the children.
Good job. Great job.
I'm going to take a picture, or 10.
You could tell Fox Trail was in the house. Yeah. Go Fox Trail. Fox is in the house.
Cecil B. DeMille is in the house. How many people here know who Cecil B. DeMille is?
Silent movies. Those boomers. This is the good stuff, you know? That's gorgeous.
Huh?
Hey, they're not to wear, right?
They're not to wear the show. Okay, I didn't want to take away from the kids getting their pictures taken. Going on to presentation number 2. This will be conducted by our Public Works Director, Fire Station 86. Public Works and Capital Projects Director. And trusty sidekick.
Robert, Kevin. All these years we've been calling you Kevin. Hey, Keith. Calling you Keith, and then it's like, Robert? Where'd Robert come from?
That's his brother.
Oh. Oh my God, I was reading it, I'm thinking you.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council, Administration, and members of the public. I'm Os de la Rea, Public Works and Capital Project Director, and here with me I have
Keith Purcell, Project Manager for Capital Projects.
We are here to share with you an important accomplishment that highlights the commitment through the direction and leadership of the Town Council to be sustainable through town-wide green initiative, specifically as it relates to Fire Station 86 and Shenandoah Community Center and Field Operations Center. Here with me is the project manager for this project, Keith Purcell. He oversaw this project through completion, including the important milestone that he's about to present. Keith?
Thank you, Osdell. As Osdell was saying, we completed this project back in March of 2020, but since then have continued to strive to obtain the LEED certification. First, I'd like to give you a little bit of project history that most of you know, but some of the members of the public may not. In 2007, to reduce fire response time, staff was tasked with the design and construction of a new fire station to serve the communities west of Flamingo Road. Sorry. At that same time, Council had passed Resolution Number 2007-183 for the town to join and become members of the U.S. Green Building Council, the United States Environmental Protection Agency's Energy Star Program, and the Florida Green Building Coalition. Staff also, at that time, contracted with CPZ Architects to prepare and design the new station and community room / FOC at Shenandoah Park to be LEED certified. The project was bid and awarded to West Construction. West Construction commenced, and the station was completed and opened in March of 2020. Upon completion of the Fire Station Community Center, and with the assistance and design consultation staff, we submitted to the U.S. Green Building Council for approval and certification. The town needed 40 points to obtain certification, and we gained 42 and were approved. Some of the more notable credits are as follows: water efficiency, use and disposal of materials and resources during construction, and the indoor air quality. And the rest, back to Osdell.
I would like to take this opportunity to give a special thank you to the Fire Department, the Information Technology Department, and the Recreation and Cultural Arts Department for the partnership throughout this project, as they are the primary users for this facility. I want to thank Suzette Rodriguez for the presentation design. I also would like to thank our administration and town council for their continued support for actively promoting green initiatives in the town. Now, I would like to introduce to you our first LEED certified building in the town of Davie, Shenandoah Fire Station 86 and Community Center / FOC. And here is the LEED certification plaque that will be mounted on the building to share this accomplishment with all members of our community that visit this facility.
Yay!
Thank
This
you.
is so important, and of course, as we continue with our sustainability reports and we keep adding things, it's a great accomplishment. Thank you for all your hard work.
Our
We
pleasure.
certainly appreciate it, and that's a gorgeous picture. Thank you. Okay. We have, staff has withdrawn the following item. Number 13, a sub-grant agreement from fire. The applicant has withdrawn the public hearing variance, which was one of the variances requested by Bristol. That's been withdrawn. And staff is requesting to add the following item for the scheduling of the next meeting, a fire assessment workshop. May I have a motion to add?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's done. Just don't let me forget to do it later. Now we're going to take the consent agenda. I'll be pulling 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ms. Whitman? Vice Mayor? Holland?
I'm good, Mayor, thank you.
Harold?
Thank you.
Nothing for me, and thanks staff for all their hard work answering questions.
May I have a motion to accept the consent agenda without 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Motion to accept consent agenda without 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go to Proclamation number 1, which is the National Historic Preservation Month. It's being accepted by Ken DeArmas and Jim Moore from our Historic Preservation Board. May I have a motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Michelle, would you like to read that?
Sure, Mayor.
Whereas May is National Historic Preservation Month, which provides an opportunity for citizens to recognize the important role that historic preservation plays in their communities. And whereas historic preservation is relevant for communities across the nation, both urban and rural, and for Americans of all ages and all walks of life and all ethnic backgrounds. And whereas historical preservation is an effective tool for fostering local pride, maintaining community character, and enhancing livability. And whereas historical preservation is supported by the town of Davie and its Historical Preservation Board. And whereas the town of Davie is a certified local government, which is a national program designated to encourage the direct participation of a local government in the identification and preservation of historical resources. And whereas the town of Davie desires to preserve and maintain its historical resources and keeping the town a unique and special place. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and the town council of the town of Davie do hereby proclaim May 2022 as National Historic Preservation Month.
Mr. DeArmas, Mr. Moore, would you like to make maybe Mr. Abramson, he's in charge of the committee.
Thank you, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council, Administration. David Abramson again, Deputy Planning and Zoning Manager. Again, accompanied this evening by Chairman Ken DeArmas for the Town Historic Preservation Board, as well as Vice
Congratulations.
Vice Chairman Jim Moore. We just want to continue and thank you for your support with our certified local government status through the National Park Services and always preserving town historical resources. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Number 2 is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we know how important this is. I'm going to have Susan Starkey read that. Gail Grease is here to accept from NAMI, Broward Advocacy Group. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Proclamation, whereas NAMI, Broward's mission is to bring awareness and programs to Broward County in support of a world-class treatment and recovery system for people with mental illness and their families. NAMI Broward works to provide support, education, and advocacy to promote better outcomes for people living with mental illness. And whereas good mental health is critical to the well-being of individuals, families, communities, schools, businesses, and mental illnesses are medical illnesses. Good health care includes mental health care. And whereas mental illnesses are no one's fault and are common and treatable. 1 in 5 adults will experience a mental illness in any given year. Half of all mental health conditions begin at the age of 14, and 75% begin at the age of 24. And whereas the depth of mental illness and mental health crisis among children under the age of 18 is staggering. The COVID pandemic has only exacerbated it. It is first half of 2021, children's hospitals reported 45% increase in the number of cases of self-injury and suicide. This exacerbated impact of the pandemic on mental health is significant for adults too. And whereas half of the children and adults living with mental illness never receive life-changing treatments. Stigma around mental illness often prevents people from seeking treatment. Research shows that the most effective way to combat this stigma is through personal contact with someone living with a mental illness. And whereas race, gender, age, sexual orientation, identity, language, socioeconomic status, values, and beliefs are among the factors that affect how mental health conditions are perceived and experienced. It is essential for these factors to be part of the conversation on treatment, so that a shared community can be a source of strength and support. Whereas NAMI Broward County observes the month of May as Mental Health Awareness Month, and raises to its awareness of mental health to encourage those living with mental illnesses to seek help and to uplift our message, you are not alone. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the mayor and town council of the town of Davie thereby proclaim May 2022 as Mental Health Awareness Month. Signed by our mayor.
Thank you.
I see Gail is all prepared and ready to say a few words.
Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you so much, Town Council Member Starkey and Mayor Paul and Vice Mayor Whitman and Town Council members for recognizing May as Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health conditions, even serious ones, are common, but through education, understanding, and support, our communities move us toward wellness. NAMI leads that effort. When serious mental illness affected my family, I did not know what to do until I found NAMI Broward. Please know that NAMI is here for you and all of our Davie residents to support you, to provide education to the community, and to advocate for you, both individually and in a legislative capacity. All our programs and support groups are free. We offer support for families and peers, those with lived experience of mental illness. Half of all mental illnesses begin before age 14. Our Ending the Silence presentations for middle and high school students include the warning signs, facts, and statistics about mental health conditions and how to get help. Let's create a generation of students who are well-positioned to end the silence and stigma surrounding mental illness. Treatment for mental illness is available and recovery is possible if you know where to find it. By July 16th, the nation will have a new 3-digit hotline number for suicide prevention and behavioral health crises.
That's good.
988. Families unfamiliar with local behavioral health resources can call 988, which will link to our 211 Broward to get help and referrals. If you have any questions at all, you can email namibroward@gmail.com or visit our website, namibroward.org, for more information. We're here to build better lives for those with mental illness, their families, and their communities. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all that you do. Appreciate it. Number 3 is Public Service Recognition Week. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. This is a trifecta. We have 3 proclamations we'll be giving to the FRPA, Sarah Pereira. Sarah here? Yeah. IAFF, Eric Ronning. Is anyone here for the fire? Oh, okay. And FOP is Officer Casterline and Officer Peltak. Very good.
Full house.
And Carol, you're going to read this one.
Yes, ma'am. Proclamation. Whereas every day our nation's civil servants help make America better, safer, and stronger. These unsung heroes do the work that keeps our nation working. And whereas public employees take not only jobs but oaths. And whereas many public servants, including military personnel, police officers, firefighters, border patrol officers, embassy employees, healthcare professionals, and others, risk their lives each day in service to the people of the United States and around the world. And whereas public servants include teachers, doctors, and scientists, train conductors, astronauts, nurses, and safety inspectors, laborers, computer technicians, social workers, and countless other occupations, day in and day out, they provide the diverse services demanded by the American people of their government with efficiency and integrity. And whereas without these public servants at every level, continuity would be impossible in a democracy that regularly changes its leaders and elected officials. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Town Council of the Town of Davie do hereby proclaim the week of May 1st to 7th, 2022 as Public Service Recognition Week. All citizens are encouraged to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of government employees at all levels, federal, state, county, city, and tribal. In witness thereof, I am hereby set my hand this 4th day of May. Judith Paul.
Thank you very much. If any of you would like to speak, we'd be more than happy to hear from you.
Strong silent type.
Hi, yes, Eric Reining, Local 2315. On behalf of the local and the body, I just want to thank you guys for recognizing all that we do. It is a thankless job at times, but it's very nice to be welcomed and included in the team that is the town. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Good evening. I would like to thank Mayor Paul and all the town council members as I accept this proclamation on behalf of all of the civilian employees. Thank you for recognizing their hard work as they strive to do their best for the town and take pride in their jobs. We appreciate this award.
Lift the mic up a little bit for me. Gerald Casterline, Davie, FOP Lodge 100. I just want to say thank you to the council for those kind words, and really thank you for the citizens of Davie, because they're the people who make it a pleasure for us to serve every single day. They're very supportive of us in a time when, law enforcement is a tough profession right now. So we thank them for the support every single day. Thank you, council, city manager. Thank you all. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. The fourth proclamation is Professional Municipal Clerks Week. May I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you. Marlon will be reading this proclamation, which will be accepted by our wonderful clerk, Evelyn Rogue, and her assistant, Jillian Brewster.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk is a time-honored and a vital part of local government that exists throughout the world, and whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the office of the professional municipal clerk provides a professional link between the citizens, local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels, and whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all, and whereas the professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on the functions of local government and community, and whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration, the areas of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation, participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the professional municipal clerk, now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and the town council of the town of Davie do hereby proclaim the week of May 1st through May 7th, 2022 as Professional Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our town clerk, Evelyn Roy, assistant town clerk, Jillian Brewster, and all professional municipal clerks for their vital services and exemplary dedication to the communities they represent.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Town Council, Administration, and members of the public. Thank you for the proclamation and your continued support. In celebration of Professional Municipal Clerks Week, the Town Clerk's Office is sending daily emails which include historical facts about the municipal clerk profession and historical trivia about the town of Davie. The first person to respond with the correct answer wins the day's prize. We're giving prizes that are symbolic of the history of Davie. Prizes have included admission tickets to the Old Davie School Historical Museum, Bob Roth's famous Terry's Key Lime Pie, and copies of Generations of Home Cooking, first and second edition, which includes recipes from Davie pioneer families. Thus far, we've seen tremendous participation across departments and divisions town-wide. The staff has expressed that they're enjoying the trivia and learning something new every day. The Municipal Clerks Week Historical Trivia will run through Friday, May 6th. and we wish all participants good luck. Thank you.
Questions are good. Unfortunately, I don't see them early enough to respond. There's always somebody really, really fast. But it's cute. It breaks things up a little bit. We're now going to go to our public hearing. First item as a second and final reading is a code amendment, number 18. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending Chapter 7, Section 51, Community Automated External Defibrillator and Stop the Bleed Program, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
This is a public hearing. If any member of the public wishes to speak at this time, for or against, you may step forward. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any questions or discussion by council? I see none. May I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve 18. Code amendment.
May I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Is that me making that noise?
No, I did that by accident. I'm sorry, Mayor. Very technical.
Number 19 is a budget amendment. This is the first reading. The second reading will be on May 18th. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, authorizing the Second Amendment to the fiscal year 2022 budget, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
This is a public hearing. If there's anyone who wants to speak on this, for or against, may come forward at this time. Any questions or discussion by council?
No.
May I have a motion?
Motion.
I'm going to close the public hearing. I did that, all right.
Motion to approve.
Second.
You're approving the budget amendment?
The budget, number 19.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Now we have a quasi-judicial public hearing items. It's a first reading. Second and final reading will be held on May 18th. Number 20 is a rezoning, and a supermajority vote is required. Mr. Weinthal, has quasi been waived?
Yes, Mayor. Quasi is waived on all items.
Okay, thank you. Then would you please go ahead and read number 20 by title?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, approving rezoning application ZB21-098 Bristol Reserve, changing the zoning designation of certain lands within the Town of Davie from Agriculture AG District and Agriculture A1 District to Open Space Design Overlay, amending the town zoning map to comply therewith, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak for or against this item at this time, you may come forward. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any discussion or questions by council? Thank you. Could I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve rezoning.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 21 is a variance for Bristol Reserve. Mr. Weinthal, would you please read it by title?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, taking final action on variance application V21-013 Bristol Reserve, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak for or against this item, you may come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Anyone from council wish to discuss or ask any questions?
Nope,
My goodness,
they were addressed.
everything was worked out, yes. Could I have a motion to
Motion
approve?
Go ahead. Second. Nope. Sorry, I thought you were going. Motion to approve variance for Bristol.
Thank you. And Marlon, you seconded?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul,
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Whitman.
Yes.
Councilmember Starkey.
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you very much. That variance was withdrawn.
Congratulations.
That's it for the public hearing. What?
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Bristol. I think it's going to be a beautiful project. And this is an example of one of the options that we give so that, and a couple of people on some of the other open lay projects that we've had have shown concern until they understood what it was. But you get points, and the more land that you leave as open space, then you can get smaller lots. And I want to thank everybody. I had a number of concerns and a number of questions. Everything was answered. I got documentation. Thank you for the new Florida vernacular, which is now part of the site plan as opposed to the contemporary. It's really very nice, and it's a lot more that we would like to see in this area. So congratulations.
Mayor?
Yes.
I'd like to share, since we're doing so well on time, one of the funny stories. I know we had received information from the academy, the Montessori school right next to it. And you may have recalled the letter where it talked about, the children's toys going over, and they're concerned with all the, bulls and cows, and then if we had the water there, that they would be concerned. Well, I just have to tell you that my granddaughter goes there. She's 4 years old. Her name is Eva. So I said, Eva, let me ask you a few questions about what happens at school. Aren't the teachers watching you? She says, no, we watch ourselves. And I go, no, out on the playground. She goes, well, yeah, they're there too. I said, well, what happens when the ball goes over the fence? I said, you're not allowed to go over that, right? She said, yes, but we're so fast, especially the boys, we can get over there so quick, the teachers don't even know. She's 4 years old and goes like this. So I knew it was a funny story. I couldn't tell it until after we voted on this, because it might influence you. But yeah, they were very concerned about that, and I appreciate the fact that you worked with the community and the school on fixing that problem with the fencing issues. So thank you so much for that. I can report now back to Eva that Nana did something nice.
Do it again.
Did you want to speak, madam?
But I tell you, I've watched her climb fences, and she may be 4,
Okay.
but she's faster than anybody I know.
Thank you.
So thank you.
I wanted to say thank you very much. We agree that the open space overlays,
Yes.
the open space overlay zoning provides the opportunity for a much, much nicer community from the outside in, while still keeping the 1 unit per acre density. So we're a big fan of the open space overlay. This is our second one. We did Arbor Reserve out on Shotgun Road, and then obviously this will be our second one. So I want to say thank you for the kind words, and we appreciate the feedback as well, and staff has been great to work with. It is a fairly complicated zoning district as opposed to your normal, A1, R1 zoning where everything is pretty straightforward. And staff has been great to work with all the complication and really getting through it. So I want to say thank you.
And I must say, this was one of the most complicated site plans that I've ever gone through, and I go through them all. It was quite
Yeah,
complicated.
it wasn't-
That's why I appreciated that chart you gave us. That helped a lot in terms of the size, which models fit on which size lots. That was a big concern. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're going to move forward.
Thank you.
Good job.
And for the clerk, Jimmy Wright, 2020 Salcedo Street. Thank you.
Okay. We have any appointments to any boards?
I'm full.
You said that we have a vacancy. Susan has a vacancy?
She does. There is an email. There's a resignation that she received.
I thought I talked him out of it.
Oh.
No, I tried, I know. He was concerned about something, but I'm pretty sure that he'll be back on, so I told him I wasn't going to accept his resignation. So we're going to go back and forth on this for a little bit.
Okay.
before I appoint anyone else. So I had words with him and trying to keep him on.
Okay, yeah. He's
Trying to keep him on.
He's a real good value to the
Oh.
board.
Oh, really?
Thank you. Did you turn that thing off? No, your machine keeps
Is this making
beeping.
noise?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
very distracting.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear it. My apologies.
We have no committee recommendations at the time, and no old business or new business. We know that we have a council meeting on the 18th of May, and would you believe, folks?
Yep.
June 8th, the next meeting, after that, we have our first budget workshop.
Where does the time go?
Goodness, where does the time go? Mayor and council member comments. I'm going to start because I have a few pieces of business that I want to deal with. First of all, I have to say congratulations to Chief Downey. I know she's in here someplace. Where is she? Oh, she's in the corner.
She's hiding.
The award ceremony last night was just beautiful, and everyone was so well deserving. And I know we had some fire excitement last night, and a lot of people were on duty, so we didn't have a full complement there, but the people that were there, and I think especially the citizen awards were absolutely amazing. The people that survived cardiac arrest because of our fire department, oh my God, what a beautiful moment to see those people come up on the stage. So, and to be able to thank the individuals that saved their lives. Very, very heartwarming. Thank you very much. Have to remember that this is Teacher Appreciation Month or week. This is a whole month, right? So I want to thank all of our teachers for all their hard work. I want to talk a little bit about the town hall closeout ceremony. This is, I think, going to be really neat. You know, we're moving into the next phase of the town hall redevelopment plans, and I recently sent a letter and shared with the members of the community, and that I want to share with you, the issue of the closeout ceremony at Town Hall. What we did was we sent this to former Davie mayors and town council members, inviting them to participate before the reconstruction. We did something memorable that will allow us to stroll down memory lane with those who served on the council before us. So we're going to have a little ceremony in the chambers and take pictures, have pictures outside to memorialize our town hall, and then a little snacks and enjoyment on the lawn under a tent after the ceremony. It's scheduled for June 11th. Everyone's welcome at 10 a.m., and the ceremony begins at 11:30. So people that come a little early will have a chance to stroll around and take pictures. And so I know a lot of people were very interested in having pictures of the town hall before it was demolished. We're still finalizing the details for the day, but I wanted to make sure that you all marked your calendar. That's June 11th, coming up soon, starting at 10 o'clock with a ceremony at 11:30. Mr. Lemack will be finalizing the logistics and updating everyone in the coming weeks, so we're looking forward to that. It'd be sad and happy at the same time. I'd like to again, I mean, we recognized her at the last meeting, but I'd like to again recognize Davie Police Officer Stacy Chastain for receiving the Florida Police Chiefs Association Lee McGehee Police Officer of the Year Award. I think that's really very, very wonderful for our officers to be able to be recognized like this. And this organization is the third largest state police chiefs association in the United States. And it can be considered, for this award, individuals have to show exceptional achievement in any police endeavor, including extraordinary valor, crime prevention, investigative work. So this was a really great honor. And Chief, would you please extend again our gratitude and our congratulations to Stacy? We appreciate that. This month is also Jewish American Heritage Month. It's an annual recognition and celebration of American Jews' achievements and contributions to the United States. It's also Holocaust Remembrance Month, and we just had the celebration of Yom HaShoah last week, and I thought it was very appropriate that at our fire award ceremony, one of the missions that we had that our firefighters took part in was to see that Holocaust survivors were vaccinated, and they went to their homes and they vaccinated them, and this was part of initiative throughout Broward County, but we took a very, very important role in that. And as it was said last night, to have these Holocaust survivors share their stories with our firefighters was very, very heartfelt, and we appreciate that. The spring fling that they had at the rodeo arena this past weekend was absolutely wonderful. It really was pure Davie. It was a rental by Mayhem Ranch. I don't know if a lot of people may not remember him, but Jimmy Wickett used to live not far from me, and he decided to go on up to Morriston and open up a sanctuary. And he has taken in all kinds of animals, the neighbor, and 60 to 80 acres, I think they've got up there. And they really did a great job, and it was very enjoyable. Had I not had so many other things going on this weekend, I would have liked to have spent more time there. But if they're here next year, I think everybody should try to get there. And the last thing I have is I need approval from council. I'd like to send a letter to Pete Buttigieg, the U.S. Secretary of Transportation. The town of Davie wants to support Broward County's Port Everglades Slip 1 expansion project, and they are requesting a letter of support to go to the Department of Transportation. So I would like to get your approval for that before I go ahead and sign it.
Isn't there concern over the environmental with the mangroves? That was the big concern I heard, so I don't know if the environmental groups are still opposed to it.
I think that was discussed, I'm trying to remember the date with Beam Fir.
Right.
And one of the resiliency meetings that I attended, and wasn't that addressed?
Yes, Mayor. It was also submitted last year. We had the same conversation, and they're going to have to meet all the engineering and environmental principles before they can proceed.
But we're going to.
So
Is the letter going to put that in there, that, providing that a lot of the environmental...
I think we
impact,
went
like-
over this last year too, same
Same
thing,
thing.
right.
Okay.
Okay, is there any objections to me signing the letter?
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you. Done. Vice Mayor?
Thank you, Mayor. I have a couple of items. Last month, our Fire Rescue Department held their most recent CERT graduation. I am happy to announce that 6 persons completed the course requirements and are officially CERT trained. The program educates volunteers in basic disaster preparedness, response, and equips them with the skills to help in these emergencies. It's exciting to see members of our community taking such an interest in acquiring these essential skills. The town's 2 home assistant programs, the first-time homebuyer and home repair programs, are still open. If you know anyone who could benefit from these programs, please share this information with them. Our community services team is ready to answer and guide any interested parties through the process. Please contact them at 954-797-1173. Extending my sincere appreciation to our staff across the various departments as we celebrate Public Service Recognition Week this week. Thank you for all that you do. I want to thank everyone for their concerns and well wishes over the last couple of weeks. I appreciate it. And finally, wishing all the May babies a happy birthday. That's it for me, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. This Saturday, May 7th, is our Shred-a-thon and prescription drug drop-off event at Shenandoah Park. This will take place between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m., so please bring your sensitive documents for shredding and unwanted prescriptions for our police department to collect and dispose of safely. I'm quite happy to announce, not announce, but I just want to thank the administration and our public works for getting that LEED certification. I know how difficult that is, and I've talked to friends, architects and builders who have worked on that, and that's quite an achievement. So props and congrats for that. I know that was a lot of hard work. And last but not least, this Sunday is Mother's Day. So I want to wish all of our mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, and anyone who plays that special mother role in someone's life. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you, Mayor.
Very sweet, thank you. Councilmember Starkey?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I had a request from Flamingo Elementary School that they're in need of some picnic benches. So I don't know whether we could reach out to either the Boy Scout troop. Some of them I know we have contacts for. I'm going to need that information. I know the only contact I had was actually David Notman, and maybe getting one of the Eagle Scouts a project, or if there would be another way to get the benches. I also know that they were trying to get together a fundraiser through the PTA, but the PTA kind of fell apart and they weren't able to raise money. So if there's any way we can get them benches, could anybody reach out to me and let me know? We'd appreciate it for the school. Flamingo Elementary School. And my number, I'll give it to you later, because I need to buy some of your tickets. And have them contact me. That'd
Can't
be
have a
great.
discussion back and forth.
Yeah, thank you.
Just see
And
her
then-
afterwards.
See me after. Thank you. Thank you again to the fire department for their award ceremony the other night. It was just amazing. I was so proud to see so many of the recognitions through our departments and all the brave firefighters and paramedics that we have. It's just amazing. The other thing, I have a conflict a little bit with the closeout date and time. I have a Florida Municipal Loan Council meeting that won't get back in till later in the afternoon because it's up in Delray. Is it possible, not at 10, but I was told it would be 11 and then starting the actual ceremony at 11:30. That I can make, but the 10 o'clock I could not.
That's
The
what I
ti-
just announced.
Right, that was at 10 o'clock is when the facility will be open for people, as the mayor said, to take photos and mingle. The ceremony is not scheduled to begin until 11:30.
Okay, can we at least start that other part at 11? And then maybe carry it a little later so I can get here in time?
The letters have already gone out.
Yeah, there's going to be time afterwards for you to hang around and communicate and mingle as well, so.
Oh, the 10 o'clock isn't a
The
hard
10
time?
o'clock is just an early start for those.
Okay.
And then we plan on doing something after the ceremony on the lawn at Town Hall, so people will be able to stay around
Okay.
longer.
Okay, I'll be back for that then. All right, thank you. And I took the CPR class today and Stop the Bleed. And I know, I'm really proud that all of our town employees go through that every year. And, you know, I want to thank every one of you for going forward and taking those certifications. I think it's every 2 years now. Because you're looking out for each other, and that's important. And you're looking out for your friends and neighbors and family members and your employees, so thank you. We had the Relay for Life. I'm interested in hearing a little bit more about how that finalized, so hopefully we'll get a report. And the other thing, I have a letter here that was from, I know we all got it. It was addressed to Judy Paul and myself and Greg Ross. We've had issue with something about a lot on 48th Street where there is a code enforcement issue. And once again, they're talking about how this is continuing to happen and nobody's doing anything about it. I don't know whether we've gotten these letters. I think this letter has come across us a couple times or an email. But I do want to share it with everyone else because it's not my district, but it is the district one. So I want to make sure that everybody's got a copy of it and make sure they see what's going on with that. It needs to be taken care of. So I got that the other day, thought it'd be important to share.
Why don't Greg Ross?
And that's it. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, grandmothers, and everybody else. I appreciate all the moms, and God bless moms in heaven.
Thank you very much. Carol?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Just a few things. Where do I start? Oh, I was very proud to do the public service recognition and proclamation. I hope you all know how much we appreciate you for all the work that you do. You make us look good. Today, I attended the Broward Workshop State of the County breakfast, like 7:45 this morning. So I'm just dragging a little bit. But there was some very interesting facts that came out. One of them is the unemployment in Broward is 2.8%, which is really, really amazing, a really great number. And that there are like twice the number of jobs available for people to fill them. And they said, get people out there, the jobs are there. The figures were really good. And Disney now comes out of Fort Lauderdale. Cruises, the Disney cruises will now be going out of Fort Lauderdale. And we also have had the world's largest cruise ship come out of Fort Lauderdale. The world's largest cruise ship came out of Fort Lauderdale. Chief, I just have a question. I've been going up and down Davie Road and stuff, and there's a sign out on Davie Road in the median, and it says, Police Memorial, May 14th, 7 p.m. I can't get anybody to tell me what that is.
That's probably the National Police Memorial in Washington, D.C.
But it's here in Davie?
It's in Washington, D.C.
But the sign has a sign that says it's...
Sure doesn't say there's a police memorial tonight at the Broward Police Academy.
No, it said May 14th, 7 p.m. All right, well, we'll just keep looking then. That's not a problem. And the last thing, which I was very proud to read, and I don't know if my fellow board council members have read it or the administration, a diversity scale came out. They were ranking cities for their diversity. And out of the top 5, we were number 4.
Oh.
And I thought that was really, really...
Where'd you see that? I
I'll
didn't see
get you
it.
the information. I
Thank you.
can't remember now if it was on Facebook or it was on the Sun Sentinel. But I was really pleased about that. I thought that was really, really cool. So thank you very much, man. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, godmothers, all those people that take care of children.
Thank you very much. Mr. Lemack?
Oh, I just got to chill. Silly.
Yes, Mayor, I do have a couple of things this evening. While I'm speaking, I'm going to ask the town clerk to distribute a letter we received, and while she's doing that, I wanted to share the contents. The letter is dated April 20th, 2022, and is from the Florida Association of Public Procurement Officials.
Thank you.
I'd like to share that with you. It's almost like fire, police, parks, everybody wants it. It's amazing how much accomplishments. The letter says, congratulations. It's my pleasure to notify you that the agency has received the FAPPO, which is the Florida Association of Public Procurement Officials, that we have received that Award of Excellence in Public Procurement for the year 2022. The Award of Excellence in Public Procurement was established to recognize organizational excellence in procurement. It recognizes agencies that meet or exceed benchmarks and best practices in the procurement profession, and is achieved by those agencies that obtain a high score on a rating of standardized criteria. The program is designed to measure innovation, professionalism, e-procurement, productivity, and leadership attributes of the procurement function. The Excellence in Public Procurement Awards program is sponsored by the Florida Association of Public Procurement, Incorporated. Davie is one of only 19 agencies to win the award, and is a live ceremony. There is a live ceremony to recognize the town of Davie and all the other winners on May 24th, 2022, 2:45 p.m. at the annual conference in Orlando. There will honor the achievements, and they'll be presenting the town with a beautiful trophy to memorialize this, what the word is, fantastic accomplishment. So I wanted to go ahead and please recognize Brian O'Connor, our procurement manager, and his wonderful team. And I also want to let you know that this is now the 5th consecutive year that they have achieved this wonderful accomplishment. So please join me in congratulating them. Thank you. The other announcement I have is I'm going to have something put up on the screen as I'm speaking. But as part of our budgetary process, we always host a series of community forum meetings each year in the districts in the town of Davie. With the first meeting is scheduled for next week. The list that I'm putting up is the meeting dates, times, and locations. There are 6 meetings scheduled, which will be provided an opportunity for everybody to attend. You can come to any one of them, but we like to go out into the individual districts. The topics of discussion includes the town's fiscal condition, 5-year forecast, budget forecast, capital projects, economic development, and other areas of interest. At the end of each meeting, I will moderate for questions and answers at each session. This is an ideal and unique opportunity to dialogue with our residents, businesses, and other community stakeholders and receive their input on various community affairs. If you have any questions or receive any questions, council, from any residents, please share this with them. We'll be happy to address them either before, during, or of course, we're always available anytime afterwards. So I hope everybody can make it, and we'll look forward to engaging with our residents. So thank you very much. That's all I have this evening.
Thank you. Mr. Weinthal?
I have nothing, Mayor. Thank you.
Do we have any objections to adjourn? We're adjourned.